हेलो एवरीवन, माय नेम इज निहारिका जोशी। आप अपने किताबी ज्ञान से इंटेलिजेंट तो बन जाते हो, but do we know how important emotional intelligence is for our self-development? To find the answer of these questions, we have invited Ms. Diksha Awasthi. She is a clinical genomic scientist. She founded Diksha Life, a platform where she is exploring the limitless power of mind and body. I take great pride in welcoming you, Diksha. I request you to give a brief introduction about yourself to our audience.
Thank you so much, Niharika. It's indeed a pleasure to be here and speaking to our Bingo family and our overall youngsters who are watching it now. So I am from IIT Kanpur, Masters from IIT Kanpur, and I am a clinical genomic scientist. And over the period of time, I have honed a couple of different global initiatives and global roles like Global Mental Health Ambassador and Global Impact Ambassador. I'm also a member of board at IIT Kanpur, AIIT Kanpur. And my whole journey was around understanding the basic scientific science behind things. Like earlier, I used to do protein science. Then I was doing clinical genomics, where I was reading DNA genetic testing reports for rare inherited disorders in children. So I had that special knack for children for a very long time. And that is how the journey went ahead, and a lot of things happened. And over the period of time, I really understood the value of emotions and our mental health. So we have been told about dental hygiene, our physical hygiene, but very less is spoken about mental hygiene. So I'm very glad to be here today and speaking about it. So as we go further, I would like to share a couple of my learnings, which I picked up during the period of time. I would like you guys to pick it up as early as possible so that you become limitless. That's what I would like to share right now.
Yes. So thank you, Diksha. शायद करीबन हम 1.5 साल पहले मिले थे बैंगलोर में, राइट? या यस, अभी 1.5 साल हो गया तब से, लाइक जानती हूँ, कभी कनेक्शन बनता है, कभी छूट भी गया, टच में थे, कभी टच में नहीं भी थे, बट दोबारा आपसे मिलके बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे। और लाइक मैं बोलना चाहूंगी कि मैं पर्सनली आपको लाइक जितना जाना है, पहचाना है, मुझे आप काफी अच्छे और जॉली इंसान लगते हो। सो इट्स वेरी, आई फील वेरी कंफर्टेबल, यू नो, व्हेन आई टॉक टू यू, एंड आई कैन टॉक व्हाटएवर आई लाइक। ओके, सो या, वेलकम टू आवर फैमिली। एंड चलो फिर दीक्षा, मतलब कि आप लाइक आपने काफी जिंदगी में अचीव किया है, काफी अलग अलग डोमेन्स भी एक्सप्लोर किए हैं, तो उसमें आपने लाइफ के एक्सपीरियंस से आपने काफी चीजें सीखी है। तो आपका जितना मुझे पता है या जैसा इंटरेक्शन हुआ है, आपको इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस पे आपका इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा लाई किया है, राइट? सो मैं आपको कुछ सवाल पूछूंगी। आई वांट टू आस्क यू फ्यू क्वेश्चंस वेयर so you can address to our clients. Okay, so like what's the role of emotions in our day-to-day life?
Wonderful, that's a brilliant question, because let's understand first what is emotion. So emotion is energy in motion. So we are all made up of energy, and everything around us is energy. So in our terms, in emotional terms, it is energy in motion, energy in the form of biochemical changes in our body. So something outside has happened. For example, something outside has happened, and in that reaction, our body generates some chemicals that can make you heavy or can make you happy. That's it. That's our emotions, right? So we have to stop labeling them good or bad, positive, negative. I'm not labeling them. They're just making you happy or heavy. Let's keep it like that. And that is emotion. And that is why it is important, because it is our body which is signaling us whether we like this or we don't. Evolutionarily, we are trained to like what, I mean, we are more inclined towards what we like. You want to stay in that area. Isliye we always encourage positive emotions, positive vibes. But negative, there is nothing negative. So when you say positive, there has to be something negative. But here there is nothing negative. It is all good. It is all. That is what I want to tell our young generation. That please express yourself. You everything, whatever you feel is perfect. You are perfect, and that is what I think we can start with understanding, with that awareness that It is okay to be emotional. It is okay to be sensitive. It is okay to be fragile. It is okay to say that. And as a parents also, we have to stop telling our children, oh, why are you crying? Why are you too touchy? Why are you sensitive? Stop those words now. I mean, enough of it. And now let's change that dialogue and move into more of a neutral statement. Let's neutralize it. That's what I would say.
Yes. So like you said, it's okay or it's good to express ourselves, right? So like, why is it very important to express our emotions?
Okay, so as we discussed, what is emotion? So it is our body's reaction. It is nothing but our body's reaction to a situation outside. So when you feel something, you express it, and if you don't express it, then you suppress it. Basically, if you it is anyways there. It's like light. If you cover, there is a bulb, and the when electricity has passed, bulb will switch on. So whether you allow that light to come out or put a black cloth on top of that, light is anyways there and it is burning. So over the period of time, if you allow that to keep it there and it will keep on burning, the cloth will be hot now, and over the period of time, maybe it will become too hot to actually get burned. And that is what happens with us. When we bottle up our emotion, when we not allow that to come out, it actually eventually bursts. We over the period of time, we actually break down. So it is always okay to let that light come, whatever it is. So that is how I would say. And it leads to multiple health issues, physical and mental health issues. And you must have seen, I mean, there are multiple studies now which says that our immune system gets compromised, our digestive system gets compromised, mental, definitely there are anxiety, stress, shadow aspects. We don't even know that exists in our system. That is the kind of changes this just imagine that bulb and that cloth. Just covering that bulb with a cloth leads to multiple problems.
Yes.
So
Yes.
either my 2 cents, either you don't pass the electricity so that the bulb is at resting pace, so do not trigger your system again and again, or if the bulb is getting illuminated, then allow it to spread its light at least. So that's my 2 cents.
यस यस सो लाइक आपने जैसे कहा कि हम हमारे इमोशंस अगर दबा के रखें राइट सो हमारे हेल्थ इश्यूज भी हो सकते हैं डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम्स भी आते हैं सो लाइक अकॉर्डिंग टू यू अगर हम इमोशंस ज्यादा दबाए इफ वी डोंट एक्सप्रेस आवरसेल्फ हमें कौन से पर्सनालिटी इश्यूज मेजरली हो सकते हैं
ओके सो पर्सनालिटी इश्यूज बहुत तरह के हो सकते हैं आई मीन that is where I said shadow aspect, that you will not even know, what we do for first 20 years of our life. If we start repressing and suppressing our emotions, what is repressed emotion and what is suppressed emotion? Let me just quickly touch base on that.
yes sure
Suppressed emotion is you are not liking something. Mama got angry, you got beating at home or shouting at home, and now you have gone on the bus. You have to board your bus to school and you're on the way. You have two choices. Either you will be very grumpy ki my mama was very upset and she shouted at me, blah blah blah, whatever happened in the morning, or the next choice is that you will suppress yourself. You will say ki whatever, I mean, you will just talk to your friends normally as if nothing has happened. You will go to school and you'll forget whatever has happened. Both are okay, both are good to do, but if you suppress it multiple times, more than a routine number of times, then what happens? Your brain understands that this is something I don't have to process. I have to let go. So our brain has the three major portions: conscious, unconscious, subconscious. Conscious brain is only 10%, and it can only handle limited amount of things. So whatever we keep on passing on to unconscious mind, it actually allows that to go, and more than that, it goes to subconscious mind. Then it becomes our belief system. We believe that we are not enough, we are not good enough, and all those things. A lot of complications will come up after that. So first thing first, suppression leads to repression. Repressed emotions, what are repressed emotions? Repressed emotions are those which you are not even aware of. Now now these emotions are passing from your system. You don't even know that you are feeling bad. You're feeling numb from within. You are anxious. Like in public speaking, people get anxious, right? So those players, but there are situations where you will not know. Someone's presence will make you uncomfortable. You will not know because you have suppressed that emotion. You don't want to address it. So now it has got repressed. So now it has got out of your conscious mind itself. Right? So that is when shadow aspects come in picture. There are multiple shadow aspects like narcissistic behavior, like a very sensitive person, or like a person with low self-esteem, low confidence. A liar is nothing but a person who has fear, right? So he's not able to express himself. So that is where all these things come up. Manipulator, because you want to get things done according to you, but you cannot express, so you will manipulate situations. All this will lead to some or the other problems in life, and then you will start working on that. It's better that you work now. And I'm really excited that we are talking to a younger generation, and I really want to touch base little bit also about how to address it quickly. I mean, how to actually work on it early on, and then try to do something about it.
That's true. Yes, क्योंकि like हम भी जाते हैं ना, हमारा for kids or like for human early phase में हमारे काफी biological changes होते हैं as well as हमारे emotional changes भी बहुत होते हैं. So एक और क्वेश्चन था, like you said कि physical भी aspect, अब हमने personality aspect से बात कर लिया, right, कि how it's affect our personality. So how it affects on our physical health, and how and what precautions we should make to avoid those things.
Physical health, as we discussed, it will reduce your immunity. So when your immunity is bad, when your digestion is suppressed, then everything else is just one after the other thing, right? So you will have more cough, cold stuff. You will have more stomach upset, digestion upset. You might have IBS over the period of time. IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. So it is like there are a lot of disturbances in your colon, and it's gut health. And to my young friends, your gut is connected to your brain. So you have to take care of your gut if you want to perform best in your life. So brain, if you keep your brain healthy, your gut remains healthy. If you keep your gut healthy, your brain remains healthy. And there are multiple studies, multiple great books. One should actually go in and really read that how eating microbiomes, probiotics, actually improve the microbiome ecosystem in our gut. And they have their own intelligence, they have their own brains, they have their own genetics. Everything is different, and they help us. So we have to eat healthy. So if you ask me how to keep this better, 2 tips: consume carefully, so mindfully and carefully. So whatever you are eating, so it is not only eating. We have heard multiple times that healthy eating, colors, all colors and all fibers and all that is good. Consume mindfully, in the sense, when you're drinking water, be mindful that you're drinking water. Your body responds when you actually speak to water and drink. There are many studies you can see. When you speak to water and drink, it does wonders in our body. Sit down and drink, so that your body understands that this needs to be assimilated. Otherwise, water drinking fast, it actually goes out also fast. That is also a study. If you drink water fast, it will go out fast. It will not get assimilated in our system. Similarly, when you're eating food, slow down, eat carefully, don't watch TV or mobile or any distractions, because then your digestion is not happening properly. Use your fingers if possible. Our 5 fingers have 5 panchbhutas there. So when you eat, when you grab your food with your fingers, you are actually giving it all 5 energies. And then when you consume it, it becomes assimilates in your system better. Similarly, when you're watching something, please be very mindful what you're watching, because anything and everything, for my little friends, anything and everything you are watching, everything is getting noticed by your intelligent brain. Nothing passes. Even when you're watching TV and mama is doing something in the kitchen, and some aeroplane is going in the past, some traffic is happening in the side, everything is getting noticed in your brain. It is only that because, as I told you, conscious brain is 10% only. So consciously you will not notice that, but subconsciously everything is getting settled. And then what happens when you sleep, this Pandora box opens up, and then it starts sorting. So when you put so much of scrolling, so much of unnecessary data in your head, night time it becomes very stressful. So night is to sleep, night is to rest, but you are sorting then also. That is why when you get up, you're anxious. You feel not enough rested. You feel, I don't feel good about this morning, because you did not sleep. You are working in the night as well. So to stop that, let us be mindful of what we are watching and what we are listening. So if you like to listen to a lot of music, if you like to listen to a lot of, we all are hooked up, no? So you and me know what happens when you hook up too much. So when you hook up, so choose a better music. Choose a better option. Instead of ditchik, try, if you can, replace it with a binaural music, which that will enhance your brain. So do things which enhance your brain power. When your brain functions well, your body functions well. I mean, we all know that. So
That's
these are my, tip is just one, that consume mindfully, consume carefully, with your all senses. Eating, drinking, listening, watching, everything when you're doing, consume mindfully. And that will keep you healthy.
ये मैं खुद अप्लाई करूंगी, बहुत सी चीजें मैं मेरे लाइफ में अप्लाई नहीं करती, बट आई विल ट्राई टू डू दैट एज वेल. सो या, सो लाइक when it comes to emotion management, right? We people, like the people who are in their 20s or like 20 plus people, they know because they have gone through a life, they have seen many things in their life. Based on their experience, it's easy for them, as compared to kids, to manage their emotion. It's very easy. But when it comes to a kids, so what techniques and tools they should use to manage their emotions and understand better about it?
That is very important question. So first is they need to understand, right? First is awareness, the understanding that it is important for you to address it. So awareness is about everything. Even when your parents are going through a rough day, you should have that compassion and understanding that it's okay, mama is upset today. So don't even disturb her even further, right? So if you are not able to observe yourself, observe others and try to see how their behaviors are, how they're feeling right now. So slowly you will start to integrate that in your own system. You will be able to identify that I am also not feeling good today, because we are humans. We will have days like that, and it is okay to feel low. And that is why your parents, when they are low, you should allow them also. They're also humans just like us, right? So we expect too much from our parents. So first is awareness. Second is, I would say, if you want to use a tool, second tool can be writing. So if you want to write, if you want to color, if you want to put some words, doodling, or maybe journaling, piece of art, anything like that. I mean, some creative expression of what you are thinking. Hmm? Every day, if you write journaling, so what happens is you become aware of your own emotions. You will not know otherwise, because we said that our conscious brain passes all that information. So when you write, your unconscious also comes up. So that is when you write something, you are later you feel very happy about it. "Kyare, ye kaise banaya? I didn't think about it," right? Because you were consciously, you don't know, but unconsciously a lot is processing. So that comes out. So journaling is something which I would recommend. Then use I statement. Practice to express, I feel confused, I feel nervous, I feel terrified, without any judgment. Don't feel that when you feel terrified or you feel nervous, that makes you any less than the person who is feeling very confident right now. Both are good, both are equally good, right? And keep positive sides. Again, I will not say positive negative, because I don't believe in positive negative, but I would say that keep yourself comfortable. Don't switch on that light. If you don't want light right now, don't switch on that. So that means you don't go for triggers. If you don't like your mama scolding you, don't do things which makes her uncomfortable and she shouts at you. Anyways, she also doesn't like that, right? So don't do those things. Or you know that your teacher will get upset with your excuses. Don't make those excuses, right? You get your things done. So take ownership of your life. Don't just live in a robotic mode where things are happening day in day out. We're actually living in a robotic way. So we should stop doing that. So that is my suggestion, and this habit will actually help. These habits will actually put you into another way of living, which is called living in gratitude, where you are happy with whatever. You are satisfied with whatever. So whatever is happening, it is for your higher good. So it is okay to be so. See bigger picture in life. Try to actually see bigger pictures, that it is not just this small, what, because we are very young, no? So we see everything revolves around us and our friends and our small family, but we have a big role to play tomorrow when we grow up, even today also. I mean, the younger generation is very smart, very active. What we did in 30 years, they're doing in 12, 15 years.
That's
So,
true.
so I learn a lot from our younger generation. So I say that you should take that charge now and celebrate your small wins. Do not wait for, we have been, as an adult, we were, as a child or adult, we were conditioned, if something big will happen, then only you celebrate that. No, celebrate small stuff, no? You made your bed this morning, that itself needs a celebration, that you did a good job, right? So like that, if no one else is praising you, that is perfectly fine. You praise yourself, you raise your confidence, and stay like that. That's what I would say.
Yes. So, like Diksha, there are few emotions which are not good for our development or our health as well, and everything, such as like we have like angry emotions. You can say a laziness, or we feel sad sometimes. We feel lonely sometimes, and it happens often for a small or little thing. Okay. So, what to do when we feel, I would say, lonely or sad?
Okay, when you're feeling lonely or sad, so again, we have to go back to the reasons why we are feeling lonely, why we are feeling sad. So, a person feels lonely when he looks for other person's company all the time, right? Because you don't want to face yourself. And that is where you keep on looking for other person. So being lonely and being alone are two different things. You should be happy alone, and you can enjoy company as well. So basically you fill your cup first, you be complete in your own completeness, and let others compliment you. Don't look for anybody to complete you. You are not incomplete. You were made complete by our almighty universe, whatever you may want to say that. When you were born, even before you were born, we made sure that you are complete. Now it is your duty to stay complete. Don't feel anything less than anybody else. And that is, I think, during our upbringing process, no, our siblings, our situations make us feel, and it is very natural to feel like that. But if we tell ourselves that I am complete, I am God's child, or whatever religion, whatever faith you have, whatever you can anchor onto that fact, and tell yourself that I don't need anybody to complete me. You can complement my completeness. I think that actually is a great statement, and it takes time to understand this. But I am very sure our smart youngsters will understand this, that you don't need anybody to complete.
That's true.
Loneliness should not bother you. Being alone is power, actually. So why? Because when you're alone, you know how to sort yourself, how to process your emotions, how to work on yourself, how to read a good book, go for a walk. I mean, just go for maybe a skating, or whatever you like to do. Do that all by yourself. There is nothing to be worrying about, I think, that
Yes.
way.
जैसे like emotion express करना, it's very important aspect for our development, right? So like खासकर बच्चों के लिए ये चीज बहुत कभी कभी नहीं, मैक्सिमम टाइम हम देखते हैं कि उनको काफी दिक्कत आती है, कठिनाई आती है कि मैं कैसे बताऊं, मैं कैसे एक्सप्रेस करूं मेरे इमोशंस टू माय पेरेंट्स और टू माय वेल विशर्स, राइट? सो आप उनको कैसे सलाह दोगे या कौन से टिप्स में उनको बताओ कि इन दिस वे यू शुड एक्सप्रेस योर इमोशंस टू योर पेरेंट्स और वेल विशर्स?
That's a brilliant question. Definitely. And we have to find somebody around us. I mean, we have to identify. See, for me, from my understanding of life, our parents are our best friends. Maybe they are getting angry. Maybe they're not listening to us right now, but they know our best, and they always strive for our best, right? They always try to give their best and for our good. First is that you can actually share with mother or father, whosoever you think that you resonate well. And we all know whom we are more close to. Either mother or father, we know that. You go to that person and try to explain. Maybe mama is busy. Tell mama, I want to talk to you about something which is bothering me for a long time. When you use this word, which is bothering me for a long time, mama will drop everything to listen what is bothering you, right? And mama will give best solution according to her, or maybe she will take help to help you. Definitely no mama or papa will leave you behind, that you it's bothering you and they will leave you. But in some cases where a child had a broken family or a problematic start, here parents maybe are available, maybe not emotionally available, then you have to find another caregiver. So it may be your grandparents, it may be your elder sibling, or it may be a friend whom you think that this friend understands better. Why I kept those in the second circle? Because see, they will have their perspective. Your highest good is important for them, but from their perspective. So you might not get the best solution, but you will definitely get the solution and you will be able to express yourself.
Yes, yes.
But when you start conversation, tell them that it's something I want to discuss and see how attentive they become. This is how brain works. No, we all want to know what is bothering you, what is your problem. We should not throw tantrums. So don't throw tantrums to mama. Don't get angry, agitated, all that confused emotions for mama also. That mama, maybe she's busy, she will not even think that because something is bothering you, you're throwing tantrum. It's better, easier to actually make her sit over a cup of your milk and her tea and talk to her. Ki, mama says something is, I need to discuss something or anything. And you have to trust that your mama or papa have actually gone through everything. Whatever you are seeing right now, they know that. Maybe our generation was little older, so we might not have those things. But by now we have learned everything. So I think it is safest to go to parents, according to me.
Yes. So like this sudden question which is just
No
popped
problem.
out in my
Tell
head. Yeah. So like as we know, a parent plays a major role in children or a child's upbringing, right? So आपके अनुसार आप भी एक माँ हो तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से पता है कि कैसे वो इक्वेशन या बॉन्ड हम हमारे बच्चों के साथ शेयर करते हैं. So how parents can help their son or a daughter or a children for to make them more emotional stable, or you can say emotion management करने के लिए वो कैसे help कर सकते हैं?
As a parent, that's a very brilliant question again. As a parent, importance is first we understand our own emotions. So I'm now talking from a parent's perspective. If I don't understand myself, if I am reacting to situations without realizing ki I am shouting at my husband, okay, and I'm not realizing that this anger is not actually because of him, this is because of something else, I'm just shouting at him, right? So that is first thing is we need to understand our emotion as a parent. Second, do not pretend in front of your child, because as we started our discussion, we are all energy, right? It is all energy, that is. So when you pretend you are angry, you had a bad fight with your husband and now you're pretending that you are happy, child is getting two vibes, and children are very sensitive. So they get that vibes and then they get confused, they get really confused about the relationship itself, that how we should conduct in a relationship. And that is the worst thing we all do with our children. We should stop doing that. We should not pretend. We should tell them that I am upset because so and so reasons. I am trying to sort this by through and through methods. I mean, depending on what is the age of your child and how you can express your problem to the child, that is how you can manage that instead of bypassing it. Everything is fine. What is that? Nothing to do with you. You get lost. You are not old enough to understand. Don't say all those things. Child is actually a mature soul in a tiny body. So allow that soul to understand everything, and soul will understand if you explain. If you bypass, he will not, but he will get confused and will not trust you. Also, I'm telling you that children who don't trust their parents, this is the reason why they don't trust, because they know that you don't like the other auntie, but still you're pretending as if everything is good, everything is fine, kind of. So don't confuse your children. That's my 2 cents here, and that
Yes,
works.
yes. It was a truly enlightening experience, Diksha. Like
Thank you.
I cannot express my gratitude in words. And so
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
so thank you for like sharing your advice, I would say, or words with us. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. तो like हमारे इमोशंस का महत्व जिंदगी की सफलता से जुड़ा होता है. अगर सक्सेस हमारा पौधा है तो इमोशंस उसके बीज है. थैंक यू, स्टे ट्यून्ड, टेक केयर.